Powered by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's news leader.
For all of us who care about Montana's rivers and fish, this is an important time to act and make your voice heard.
The Montana Department of Environmental Quality moving the controversial mine near White Sulphur Springs forward, but there are many people who fear that repercussions could destroy the environment.
Good morning. Our top national story for you now. Reactions from Republicans and Democrats alike are pouring in after President Trump once again insisted that both sides were responsible for the violence in Charlottesville, Virginia.
That, of course, is where white supremacists at the Unite the Right rally clashed with counter-protesters. CBS's Anne-Marie Green is in New York with the latest.
I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it.
President Trump again Tuesday insisting the fault needs to be shared for the violence this weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia.
You had a group on one side that was bad, and you had a group on the other side that was also very violent.
Reaction from both sides of the aisle was swift and strongly worded.
Our Commonwealth and our country need to heal, and that means you need to call out the violence creators.
Racism, bigotry, anti-Semitism of any form is unacceptable.
Former KKK leader David Duke, among the few supporting Mr. Trump, tweeted in part, "Thank you, President Trump, for your honesty and courage to tell the truth about Charlottesville and condemn the leftist terrorists." The president leaves Trump Tower today to head back to his golf course in New Jersey and continue his working vacation. Anne-Marie Green, CBS News.
Now, as for the fate of Chief Strategist Steve Bannon, a man with alt-right ties, the president wouldn't confirm or deny that he'll be the next ones to hear the words "you're fired," but there are rumors that he is going to be going. We're waiting to hear on that. We'll update at 7 o'clock on CBS this morning.
There's shake-up in the White House. We'll see.
Could be.
Yeah. All right, Matt, a little bit of humidity in the air this morning, as Chet was mentioning earlier, and kind of a brisk wake up to
Most of that's because the temperatures are so low, but really the afternoon, it's going to be extremely dry. Our low humidity is really going to come back and bite us. That's why we do have fire weather red flag warnings in effect starting this afternoon for parts of the area. We're going to detail that. Temperatures this morning into the low 40s, and yes, looks like a little smoke still in our skies, but not nearly as thick as it has been. Temperatures topping out around the 80-degree mark this afternoon. We'll talk about our rain chances, which are fairly slim, and the fire weather potential that we have. That's all coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. Our top local story for you now. Tintina Resources, the company responsible for the Black Butte Copper Mine project in White Sulphur Springs, has received a complete and compliance notification from the Department of the Environmental Quality. MTN's Morgan Davies is in our studio with more on how people are reacting to that notification.
The DEQ's ruling on the operating permit means that the plans for the mine meet the necessary standards that are required from the state of Montana. Some of the standards were in place to ensure that the environment is protected, but there are many environmental and fishing groups that still believe the mine will wreak havoc on the area, especially the Smith River.
And the Smith is one of those very special experiences, whether you've walk-waded it or done the 60-mile float down it. It's a very special experience to be on that kind of waterway. I feel the same way about the Yellowstone or the Big Hole. These are all very unique assets to our state that we need to come together and protect as a community.
The next step for the project is an environmental impact study. An independent contractor has been hired to do this, and Tintina Resources believes that the study will begin in the next 30 days. The entire study will last about a year with an opportunity for public comment. To learn more about the Black Butte Copper Mine and the next steps for the project, you can visit us online. Reporting in the studio, Morgan Davies, MTN News.
Shifting gears now, the evacuation order that had been in effect for the Moose Lake area due to the Meijer fire has now been lifted. Authorities announced last evening that Moose Lake residents can return to their homes at 8 o'clock this morning. Residents were quickly evacuated from the Moose Lake homes on August 1st following a sudden, potentially dangerous change in the fire behavior. That lightning spark fire continues to burn 25 miles southwest of Phillipsburg. Fire has burned through 13,711 acres and still is only 5% contained. Fire bosses tell us fire was generally calm yesterday. Now, firefighters are working hard to immediately put out any new fire starts. They're also working to quickly construct the east-west contingency line to help protect the East Fork Reservoir and, of course, Georgetown Lake. Again, Moose Lake residents can return to their homes starting at 8 o'clock this morning. For complete updates on all wildfires burning in the state, head over to our websites, KBZK and KXLF.com.
And in the Missoula area, Stage 2 fire restrictions went into effect in late July. But the Missoula County Fire Protection Association reports that they have continued to find campfires and charcoal fires throughout the woods. MTN's Don Fisher spoke with officials about what this means as western Montana continues to see extreme fire danger.
Interagency wildland fire officials with the Missoula County Fire Protection Association are reminding folks that western Montana's Stage 2 fire restrictions remain necessary. Even though many communities received wetting rains on Sunday associated with the passage of a cold front, the amount and duration of the rain was not enough to significantly alter conditions on the ground. Chris Johnson with the Protection Agency says fire prevention is more important now than ever as fire danger remains extreme.
People don't have to look far out of their houses to see multiple columns going off. So any human-caused fire is going to cause another group of responders to put themselves into harm's way every single day. So one less fire, one less spark is one less time that responders have to roll to a scene and put themselves at risk.
Johnson says since Stage 2 restrictions were implemented on July 27th, nearly 30 campfires or charcoal fires have been discovered in areas where restrictions are in effect. Violations were discovered during nighttime and early morning patrols of area campgrounds and popular recreation sites. Johnson says firefighters in the area want to extend thanks to those who have paid attention to the restrictions and ask them to keep doing so as we close out the summer.
We're getting into a time right now with historically low dead fuel moistures. Things are snapping and cracking in the woods. Any fire right now that starts is going to be very difficult to contain. So it's up to all of us in western Montana to make sure that we're careful with any activity that we do that could create a spark.
In Missoula, Don Fisher, MTN News.
Now, Johnson says LPG stoves or the other types of stoves that can be turned on and off are allowed while restrictions are in place, but make sure that they're only used in areas cleared of flammable material in a minimum of 3 feet from that stove area.
Good advice there. Shifting gears, it's Navy Week here in the Bozeman area. Yesterday, Museum of the Rockies hosted some musicians for an afternoon serenade. Navy Band Northwest, composed of 5 musicians based in Silverdale, Washington, traveled to Bozeman to play some classics. Songs included the Pink Panther theme song, along with the traditional America the Beautiful. Band played for about 45 minutes. Onlookers danced along with some familiar tunes. At the end of the concert, the band invited any veterans or those serving to stand. A moment that reminds the band why they perform.
That's what makes our job all the worth it, is being able to perform music and to bring the spirit of patriotism into the hearts of people and bring joy and just show that the Navy is there to serve you and to care for you and to help you do the things that you can't do for yourself. And it's our part to bring that to you and to keep it in the minds of all the American people.
Oh, that's lovely. In other news this morning, Bozeman is getting a new museum, the Holocaust Museum of Montana. The museum will be located off of the Bozeman Trail. There will be images and exhibits depicting the Holocaust, but there will also be an education center in the museum to help spread the message of tolerance and love to all visitors.
Just kind of remembering the past, but using that knowledge and that history to kind of propel the next generation into the future and learn and grow and just teach tolerance, inclusion, love, communication, all the things that the world needs.
Now, the land for the museum has been purchased through the Bozeman Jewish Community Center. The next step is raising funds for the building, which will be done on a donation basis. For more information on how you can donate or help out, you can visit us online.
Interesting to see the progress of that. Great to see the Navy Band up at the Museum of the Rockies as well. That's very cool.
We would love to have them here as well.
Absolutely.
Serenade us throughout our morning.
Good.
Taking a quick break here on your Wednesday morning. When we return, Guam waits on bated breath. The current status of the tensions between North Korea in just a moment. But first, we check in with our friends in New York to see the headlines at 7.
Good morning to you. Ahead on CBS this morning, the fallout after President Trump doubles down on his original Charlottesville comments. blaming both sides. We'll talk with John Dickerson about how this impacts the presidency. And Boston Globe Spotlight team reporter Michael Rezendes is in Studio 57. The investigation out this morning on thousands of people that say they have evidence that they are children of Catholic priests. Those stories and more. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.